Hi, welcome to your first 5 minutes on the ARP 2600M. Let's open it up. So here's what you get in the case. You get the ARP 2600M module itself, 10 patch cables, UK power supply KA320, your manuals of course, very important, and a great download code for some cool software. And some versions come bundled with the micro key 37 and the USB cable. Other versions, it's available as an accessory. So all your connections are on the side panel here. You've got a USB controller input, which is bus powered, and you've got regular USB as well to connect to a computer, plus a regular MIDI socket and dip switches so you can set your MIDI channel. Okay, so we're all connected up. We've got our power connected, we've got a USB controller connected, we've also got a pair of jacks connected, so we're going directly into a pair of monitors, but you can also go through a mixing desk if you want to, but you've got options. You can listen to the speakers on here if you want to. They've got their own independent volume controls, and you've got a headphone jack as well. So let's power on and get started. So once you've got connected up, we first of all need to initialize the 2600M so we can start making our sound. So the easiest way to start that is to, with all of the faders down, all of the horizontal sliders to the left, apart from the pan and the tuning section and the oscillators, and then we can start bringing in our sound. So first of all, we're going to open the filter, then we're going to bring up the mixer of VCO1, so oscillator 1, and then we're going to turn on the parts of the instrument we want to hear. So the filter, the AR envelope, the attack release envelope, and also the VCA, and then we should have our initialized sound. So the next stage is to tune the ARP 2600M. I've got this NTS2 oscilloscope connected up, really handy little tool. It's an oscilloscope and the tuner, but any commercially available tuner will work. So I'm going to play a C here on the keyboard, and then I'm going to tune to a C on the tuner. As you can see, it's bang on there. And then we can listen to our other oscillators using the mixer here. And get them all in unison. And we're ready to go. Okay, let's have a little tour of the panel. So we've got 3 oscillators, which is where your basic sounds are formed, and you can change the waveforms of those if you want to. Then you've got a nice little mixer here where you can bring in the 3 levels. So we're just listening to the square wave on oscillator 1 at the moment. If we wanted to change the waveform, all we have to do is go sawtooth out of there and into VCO1, and we've got our saw wave. We can also octave down on this keyboard as well, which is really nice. So we can start stacking up our sounds. So we've got all 3 sounding there, or if we wanted to hear just the noise generator, that's this section here, where we can change the volume and also the sort of noise we want. Then we're into the filter section, where you can really start shaping the sound. You've got your envelope, so the way we've got it set out here is the attack and release patched in, so you can change the attack and release. Then you've got your VCA section, so this is where you can bring in the parts of the sound that you want to hear. So at the moment we're hearing the filter, the envelope, and at the very end here we bring the VCA up, and that acts as your volume control. And of course you've got this fabulous spring reverb built in as well. So the ARP 2600M has a really handy audio input, and you can connect any device to it. I've got a Volca sample here running through the preamp and then back into the instrument itself, into this audio input here. So let's have a listen to that. Bring up the fader. And then you can change the gain control. You can even really drive it if you want to. Get that really overdriven sound. What's also cool is that you can clock it or sync it to the timing of the ARP 2600M. So we've got a clock out here. Let's just plug into there. Get our pulse going. And they're in sync. And then of course we can change the tempo. So there you go, that's the 2600M. Go and check it out.